Hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 5. We are going to go to bed for the evening after having defeated the Hydra. And when we wake up in the morning, we'll have some visitors. You're awakened by
You are summoned to the Hall of Kings.
The Hydra has been defeated. The fire and poison of its many heads has ceased. Here stands the one who faced the death and destruction of this foul creature. Here stands the woman of courage who is now victorious. Here stands Elsa von Spielberg.
I am not the only one who faced the Hydra. The Prince of Shapir fought at my side. Without him, the Hydra would never have been defeated.
Honesty and righteousness are a ruler's virtues too, Elsa of Spielberg. You have earned this victory. So too shall stand the Prince of Shapir. He has faced the mouth of death with courage. Thus ends the right of valor.
All right, I guess we get a little bit of a joint victory. That's nice. You're dismissed and returned.
The Hydra is dead, and the terror it has brought has ended. A ruler must be willing to face danger for his kingdom. A brave man can face death without flinching. There are things, though, that even a brave man fears to face. You shall go to the island of Delos. Seek out the Sybil there, the prophetess who sees the web of fate. Speak with her and confront your future. Return with proof that you have faced yourself.
This is sheer superstitious nonsense. We shall not participate in such poppycock. Sibyls who see the future. Ha! Gort is a product of rational science and has no time for some soothsaying swindler's lies.
Nevertheless, this is the right of destiny. Go forth and face your fate.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See how it works out for them. Maybe they'll somehow win this contest. Well, there's no Rakesh to talk to. He's a little incapacitated, last I knew. So, let's talk to our other best friend for advice, namely the famous adventurer who currently bears no other specific name. Although he does love rambling nonsense at us. That is supposed to be an answer to what is your name. I can appreciate his, I don't know, dedication to his poetry, I guess. Not really, but I guess he doesn't need a name. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
You know, there are some nice-looking women in Solmaria. I got my eye on a couple of beauties. Nothing like a little romance to put some fire in your blood.
Good that he always stays on task.
Learning one's fate isn't much fun at times. Seems like you always see the bad parts of the future. Can be a little depressing. Remember though, fortune tellers never say things straight. What they tell you may be right, but it's always subject to interpretation. Watch for all meanings of the words when you hear your destiny.
That's not bad advice.
That's a ways away from here. Be kind of tricky to get there, but it's worth it. The Sybil can be kind of cold at times. She hangs out in that old temple, what remains of it. Takes a little gold offering to bring her around. The Dryads, though, they're worth the whole trip themselves. The thought of that magical glade brings the chill of real beauty through my heart even now. Takes a real gift to get them going, though. Something to really sink their roots into and send the life sap soaring. If you haven't danced with the Dryads, boy, you've never danced at all.
I think we can find something suitable, and, of course, let's hear his newest name.
Let me think, what did she call me? Oh, yeah. Here's a moment from my past that's rather appropriate here. I dallied with the Dryads in their hidden oaken glade, pirouetted with the pixies as I sang a serenade. I tried to flirt with Sybil as she told me of my fate. She laughed and called me Eros, but I didn't get the date.
All right, let's move on.
Wish I was going with you to Delos. Have to get back there sometime after I finish writing this book.
Now, there is an interesting and very useful book for us here. Yes. As you glance through the writings, you see instructions for building a balloon. The narrator intones, having purchased a quantity of cloth, I had my housekeeper sew the material into the shape of a pomegranate. The writer further speaks, I managed to procure the sticky sap of a tree that had been burned for a long time. This made an excellent formula for windproofing the balloon material. We have something like that. The text goes on. I attached this balloon to a large basket by means of a rope. A metal brassiere filled with coals provided the hot air to fill the balloon bag, causing the balloon to rise into the air. And finally, near the end of the book, you read, unfortunately, the nature of a balloon is to float wherever the wind will blow it. The next time I decide to travel in this manner, I will attach wings to the basket and thus control my passage. The end. All right, let's carry on. We do want to make a quick stop at Folos' shop to unload some no longer needed gear.
What can I sell you?
Actually, as always, not as always, but we're going to sell some things to you instead. We don't want to sell both of these. You should be able to go a good bit higher than that.
Nice dealing with you.
All right. We don't need both helms. Let's see if he'll go that high.
You think I'm made of money?
I don't.
I won't pay more than this for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We got a deal.
And we can sell the General's Shield, but we'll just hold on to it. And the other thing that we can do... Actually, I was going to buy the Dragon Slayer Sword, but I think we'll stick with our Paladin Sword for now. Alright, let's head up this way. So we have some information to acquire. And we need to hear about some goings-on here in the city. So let's stop in at Selim and Julinar. Hello.
Did you hear the latest news? The weird wizard has fallen asleep and can't be awakened. Something even stranger than usual is going on there.
We fear the Archmage Erasmus has been drugged in some manner.
The weird wizard. But yes, Erasmus has been drugged. Let's hear more.
It is a pleasure in this time of so many hardships to see your friendly face.
You too? What's going on?
It disturbs me, this drug that has stricken the Archmage. I have heard of sickness from which the victim will fall asleep, but not one from which they will not awaken.
All right.
The wizard Fenris assured us that his companion was not suffering from a magical spell, nor did I find signs of illness upon the Archmage. Thus I believe that it must be some sort of drug of which we do not know.
And how is Erasmus
He
doing?
appears to sleep peacefully, but it is strange. Like the coma that those poisoned by the assassin suffer, it is a sleep that brings no healing to the body. It is a sleep without rest.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
I know that you grieve for your wizard friend. Here, take these magical flower seeds. They grow almost overnight and spread great beauty and fragrance. I hope that this will make your journey less sad.
Yeah, flowers soothe the soul. See ya.
You may truly have been the first person who was a friend of ours in, back in Spielberg.
With all the murders going on here, I bet I know who did it. It must have been the druggist and the apothecary with the poison.
Beloved, you are the druggist.
Oh, that's right. I've got an alibi. Guess it was someone else then.
Oh, Selim, you big dumb idiot.
I'm delighted that my business has boomed so, but it's kind of a bummer when you think about the why of it.
Oh. And how's the apothecary
We're
doing?
trying to figure out what kind of drug has Erasmus out of it, but we really need to get some of the drug to tell for sure. Let me know if you happen to score any of it.
Do our best.
Julinar and I were teleported to this really cool place by a talking mouse. Sounds wild, but we weren't tripping, honest. It was so mellow there, we just sort of floated around. We couldn't get the whiz to wake, but other than that, it was totally neat.
All right, we'll say goodbye to him.
If Colonel Mustard comes up to you carrying the lead pipe, don't trust him. I suspect he eats meat and has other nasty habits.
We do, however, have some items for him. We have these Hydra scales, which we will sell to him. And now he can make fireproofing oil, which we'll buy a couple pieces of. Or bottles of, whatever.
Hey, thanks. This...
We can also sell him the rest of our feathers. I guess we don't really need them anymore. Sure.
Hey, thanks.
Alright, let's carry on. We have a few more people to talk to. So, there is someone else we know who is interested in flying. I'm not sure how much he's talked to us about it yet, but he has talked about his paintings, and we've seen those.
It is a good day, is it not? A fine day for flying, if one could fly. The notice board said that you would be off to find your destiny. I hope it is not lost too badly.
I think we'll be able to track it down.
I am getting much better. I used to take a lope outside the city gates every morning, but things were getting so much dangerous that I could not. Now that you have driven off the bad soldiers, I can run off all the rice I eat again.
That's good.
There was talk that after your last meeting in the Hall of Kings, several arguments were heard. Dr. Mobius the scientist was most displeased about the right of destiny, and he said to his person Gort that they will have to try something to even the odds in the next contest. The woman warrior Elsa was also heard to show her displeasure to Minos. It seems that he wished to take Elsa directly to this island of Delos, and Elsa wished to find her way there herself. She said that she does not take his orders, and he said yet, and she was most angry. This is all very interesting, is it not?
It actually is, which is a surprise coming from you.
I have seen a man to fly once without wings or other magic. It is something that I painted in the picture to show that this was true, and that I did not make up such a thing. For some reason, people still did not believe what I saw.
We'll have to take a closer look at this picture.
Holy cow! I did not know that destiny was so hard to find. I always thought that the future comes to you, whether you look for it or not.
That's fair.
Good luck in your quest for destiny. I have learned that one can build the future from what one does today. Namaste.
Alright, so we do want to purchase this picture now.
Thank you.
Alright. We do not need to talk to Sarah. We should drop off all the extra cash we have. That's just extra weight we don't need.
I heard tell that Hydra has a lot of treasure. It's great that you took the monster out, and I sure hope you'll save some of its treasure here.
Yes. Like a little dragon himself.
A drachma saved is a drachma earned, I always say.
And we do need to make sure we have at least some cash with us, so let's
Whoa there.
do that.
What good is money if...
Yeah. We have deposited more than enough, sir. Alright, now, we need to get an item from Maroc, but in order to do that, we need him to understand the importance of flying.
What is this? It is unlike anything I have ever seen in this world.
You explain that this is a picture of a balloon, and you are trying to build one.
How very remarkable. But what has this to do with me?
You explain that you have need of a heat source and would like to buy a brassiere.
My brassiere? It is something that I need if I am to sell my freshly prepared wares. However, I do have an extra brassiere I could sell you.
Well, that would work.
I hope this will serve you well.
Alright. And we still have our cash, right? Good. Alright, so let's continue on here. We do want to head back to the inn to have a little chat with Anne. I don't know if there's... I think we can just take the sheet out of the drawer here and not lose any honor points. I forget. I think so long as we don't take the one off the bed. If you take that, you lose honor points. If you take this one, then it's okay. Yeah, we didn't lose any honor. Alright, let's go talk to Anne about a few different things.
What's the word, lovebird? Shall we wing it before we take a turn for the worst? This chick's crowing bold. So when do we flock together? I'd love to cock-a-doodle-do it with you.
That was aggressive.
It's funny, honey, how...
Nothing new. Alright, let's show her this painting.
Oh, pretty. Reminds me of an ice cream cone.
Well, let me tell you about who painted it.
He's the guy that painted the flying ice cream cone? Anyone who could paint like that could certainly paint my inn. I'll have to talk to him about it.
And perhaps in exchange for our good deed, she could sew this sheet up for us.
That looks familiar. Hey, it is familiar. You got the sweets for sheets or something?
You tell Anne about making the sheet into a balloon.
Well, as long as it doesn't involve a straight stitch. I can't do anything straight. Sure, I'll have it for you tomorrow or so. So.
And in exchange, we can offer her a gift of these magic seeds to kind of brighten up the place and increase its visitation value.
What's this for? High protein snacks?
You explain that these are magic seeds.
You mean like grow to the clouds, steal from a giant Jack and the Beanstalk sort of seeds? Cool. I could really use these.
You explain to Anne that seeds just grow really fast.
Well, so much for that get-rich-quick scheme. Still, it is a nice gift. Thanks.
All right, and then let's try and have a little chat with Elsa about whatever it is that went on with Minos there. I believe she should be hanging out with the guild today. Really, she should be out trying to complete her task, but okay if she delays.
Hiroman and Elsa kill Hydra good. Both do good.
I could not have won without your help. We work together well.
Indeed we do.
It matters not who was judged the winner of this fight. We both did well against the Hydra. We should both have won. I had an argument with Minos this day. He does not think we should have worked together against the Hydra. He is a fool, and I have told him so. He is not used to anyone telling him such things, and he does not like it. With the treasure from the Hydra's cave, we could both be wealthy and not need to compete to be ruler. It is obvious we are not in this for the money.
Clearly.
You have done much since we first met. You are very much a hero.
Alright, that's enough.
I look forward to our next quest together.
And I guess we'll hear from Toro, why not?
Hydra bad. Hiroman and Elsa good. Hydra dead. Glad both did good. Make Toro happy. See both happy. Elsa like Hiroman. Elsa think Hiroman fight good.
I think she fights pretty good too.
Keep watch for Killerman. Keep live, Hiroman.
Alright, and then I do want to go have a little chat with Ferrari, so why don't we just waste a couple of hours? We don't really need to do any training anymore. I think we're all set. Pretty much everything's falling to us pretty easily. So in here, we'll go say hello. Have a little chat about the deed to the No Man Inn.
Greetings, my friend. How can I assist you this evening?
We get a little insight to Ferrari's keen observation skills and ability to read people.
You have the look of a troubled man. A man that perhaps needs another favor.
Part of his superpower, I guess, and why he's always in charge.
I have a feeling that I will soon come into possession of a very valuable piece of real estate. I am first and foremost a businessman, and I need to make a profit off my deals. The Gnome Inn is a very valuable property, and I stand to lose a lot of money if poor Anne cannot pay for it. Thus, I intend to take the Gnome Inn back, to spare Anne the financial burden. However, I'm willing to hold off on collecting my money if that is what you wish. If you bring the Gnome Inn is a farce. It will never be able to make a profit. What fool would ever stay there?
That would be us. I'm sorry, I skipped the
I
end
am
of that.
first and foremost, thus I intend to take the Gnome Inn back, to spare Anne the financial burden. However, I'm willing to hold off on collecting my money if that is what you wish. If you bring me something of great value, I might even consider giving the deed to you.
Alright, so now we have our task assigned.
I will be seeing you soon, I hope.
Alright, let's head back to our room. And I'm just going to go to bed for tonight because we don't need to do anything else, and pause, and I'll come back at our next destination, which is going to be Science Island, but I don't think you need to watch me run over there. Hang on.
Works for you.
Forgot about this part. We had the other sheet back. So I guess I shouldn't have paused.
There you go. Take care of yourself. I wouldn't want anything to happen to the sheet.
Well, clearly not. I guess we can have a quick meal here, and then you will want to see, I think, when we step outside, and then I can pause until we get across the gondola.
The soup for tonight.
That we don't need to hear. All right. Let's take a look at the new and improved No Man Inn. Flower powered out. All right, hang on. All right, we have arrived. Now, where we are going to build our flying machine is up on this platform and back. We don't really need to talk to the scientists. We've already gotten them to like us and let us use their stuff by offering a pizza. If they were smart, they wouldn't let us because they're the main reason that we succeed on many of these quests, but that's okay. Now, this is kind of a trial and error thing, but luckily I just already know the numbers. You want to be 100, 50, and closed, and then we will run this. Alright, the crane automatically places the winged gondola upon the platform. Well, we are going to take a few items here that we want. You, and you. So let's put the sheet on. Tie it on with some rope. Apply this weatherproofing goo. And we're going to place the brassiere down, and then we're actually going to leave before we light it, because someone is going to want to see this balloon take off. So we're going to go back to the main part of town, which, I don't know, it might be faster to use the magnets, but we'll just run, it'll be fine. And we're going to go let young Wolfie know about what we are doing here, because given how obsessed he is with flying, I think the right and noble thing to do is to show off for him a little bit. Alright, let's jump out. And head back to town. Definitely would have been way faster to use the magnets. Should have. Well, I'll pause and come back when we get there. Hang on. Alright, here we are back in town. Let's go chat with Wolfie. Let him know what's up.
Namaste, and may you be having a pleasant day.
I guess we can tell him everything.
Welcome very much. It is always a better day when I see you. Business has been rather slow today. I am thinking that not many people have been breaking their amphora. I make very strong amphora, which is good for those that buy them, but bad for me that sells them.
Fair enough.
Oh, that is very pleasant news indeed. It will be good to have you as king here. I do not know many kings that have bought things from my stand after all.
Any rumors?
Let me be thinking. It has been said that the one who had the old king killed wished to take over all of Silmaria. Oh, this is a very bad person. I do not think he would make a good king.
And now let's tell about our balloon.
You are building a machine that flies? This is very thrilling. I will be looking in the air to be seeing it. Thank you for letting me hear about this. My tail will not stop wagging for days.
All right.
Be very careful. I would not like to read any bad news about you on the notice board. Good day.
Fair enough. All right, I will pause again and come back with our machine. All right, we are back. So we're going to use our tinderbox to light the brassiere, which will fill the balloon. The balloon inflates from the hot air of the brassiere, and the winged gondola begins to rise. You quickly seat yourself and start pulling the oars to flap the wings. So, we are going to make a quick stop on our way to the Sybil, because there is still another task that we are in the process of completing, which is creating this ring of truth. And one of the next steps we have to complete is forging it in dragon blood. And this here is referred to as the dragon blood pool. So, what we are going to do is use one of these fireproofing potions, and probably just ignore the baddies because they're just too annoying to fight. Lava flows like the blood of a dragon. We are going to bathe the King's Ring in these waters, rather, gorges. It's too far away for you to read. Alright, review them. Hopefully that lasts. Dip the King's Ring into the dragon blood pool. You feel a spark of something, and I missed it. My bad. Yeah, we're not going to bother with the baddies, they're just too annoying. Alright, now we will continue on. We also need to make sure we have collected something that will really sink into the roots of the dryad, or dryads, and help them feel energized, which we already have. It's the Hippocrene water, but if you haven't, you can stop by the Pegasus on the way and grab that. So let's come here, and we're going to start by going into the Dryad Glade so that we can dance with the Dryads. We're going to pour some Hippocrene water on each of them. And after each one that we water, we get a brief message about them starting to awaken, stir, sing for us. We can hear them hum a few bars. I think I'll try to just be quiet and let this whole scene play out on its own. I'll never quite fail to enjoy that. All right, let's head up now to the Sybil and the actual reason we came up here. And there are 3 things that we need to do up here. 1, we need to read this sort of plaque pedestal here. You read the message. Paean unto Hades. All waters that flow in the earth flow to Hades. Alas, all life soon flows there too. Where those waters flow, a gate will open. Alas, too soon it opens for you. When death is near, then pour the waters. Alas, they flow to Hades' shore. Where darkness awaits at the river's door. Alas, this lament shall open the door. Sing unto Hades this sad sorrow's song. Alas, all life is quickly past. And the gates of Hades shall open before you. Alas, this song shall be your last. Alright. We will also need to very carefully click on this black lotus flower to collect it for our friends who are interested in gathering any rare plants. Pick this beautiful black lotus flower. Its odor entrances you with its honeyed sweetness. The purple nectar glistens. Oh, the chill in your spine tells you this flower is as deadly as it is lovely. It kind of jumped ahead there to give us our Paladin warning, which is fine, because I actually always hated the end of that when they make kind of a goofy joke that ruins the drama of the moment. And then the last thing we want to do is toss a gold offering into this fountain here. You drop a drachma into the depths of the fountain, it sinks slowly to the bottom, which looks so near.
Welcome, Paladin, honor bright and noble. I am the Sybil, who sees what is to come. Hear now the future that fate brings you. Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly, and you will gain. The next death you face is one whose fate crosses yours. That which he cannot own, he would destroy. He will seek victory, even in his defeat. 7 deaths, and the dragon grows restless in dreamless sleep. 4 posts that pinned it to darkness have been broken in blood. 3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is deathless. Your way is marked with death. Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory. That is the fate that awaits you.
So says the Sybil. And here, the mark of our destiny. Pick up the disc and add it to your backpack. Alright, so with that, we can actually pretty much end things here. All we're going to do now is fly back to Silmaria and go to our room. Strictly speaking, you don't have to bring the balloon back. I like to because I like to have it, and it's part of something we are going to be pursuing later. But you could theoretically go a different direction, or you could use Andre in his boat to much more slowly do what we're going to do. But that is not the path that I'm planning on taking. So we're going to fly back here, and once we get close, I'll land and head back to our room. But either way, I think we'll end things here, and when we come back, it'll be time for us to claim victory. And we'll see where we go from there. But see ya.